So this video is going to be about the narcissist, and I'm just going to be explaining to you how the narcissist is cursed. And so just know that everything that I speak on in this video, this is from my own personal experience, right? Now, I've lived under the roof of a narcissist, right? When I lived under the roof of a narcissist, there'd be paranormal activity that would go on. You know, like I'd be asleep and I'd hear as if someone's walking in the house. I'd get up to have a look, even though I was terrified. This was when I was younger, right? And there was no one there. There was no one walking in the house. There was nothing there, right? I remember just feeling like a really dark energy in the narcissist's house. You know? Just a real dark energy, you know? It's really hard to explain, but you know, if you're in a narcissist house, you will understand what I'm saying. Because they carry certain, you know, evil spirits and have demons, and wherever they go, you know, things just don't work out for them as they do for you. You know? So God's chosen people, right? God's chosen ones, they are blessed. They are divinely favored. They have spiritual authority. Everything for them, God has his hand over a chosen one's life, right? So a chosen one is just highly favored and highly protected, right? Now, the narcissist is the opposite to that, but this is why the narcissist clings on so heavily to the chosen one, right? Because the narcissist is cursed. They have, you know, wherever they go, for instance, they could go to a shop to try and get help, right? And it will seem like everyone in the store will just run. they'll run the opposite direction. They'll see the narcissist coming and they'll just run, you know. And the narcissist wonders why they can't get help, you know. But instead of the narcissist saying to someone, "Oh, hello, how are you? Have you had a nice day today? How's things going?" And then obviously someone's going to give you some help, right? The narcissist, man, they're always in a hurry, right? They're always in a rush. Everything's got to get done quick, right? It's got to be quick. It's got to be now. So they'll be in a hurry, right? But now this actually goes against them, because that thing that they went to the shop for to get, now they're not going to get the help that they needed. They're going to end up getting the wrong thing. They're going to have to go back home, realize that they got the wrong thing, come back to the shop. Now they're angry at the person who should have helped them, right? But yet they were really rude and arrogant towards that person, right? Now, all that extra time, energy, effort, anger, and aggression, none of that had to even happen, right? If you just walked into the store, if the narcissist had just walked into the store, said, "Hi, just looking for a bit of help today, and can you help me?" You know, 9 times out of 10, more often than not, you'll be able to get some help. But it's that, you know, it's that being in a hurry, it's that being in a rush, it's that energy that the narcissist gives off. It's just, it's too much, you know, it's too overpowering, it's too domineering, it's too much. And so that is just proof, you know, of how the narcissist is cursed. But it's almost like they don't even realize it in their mind, because they've been given over to a reprobated mind, right? And you as the chosen one, let's look at it as the counter opposite to that, right? So the chosen one could go to the shop, right? And he could need, say, 26 pieces of timber, right? Now, you wouldn't read about it. There will be 26 pieces of timber at that shop on that day. Not 25, not even 29, not more. But there will be 26 pieces of timber there at that store on that time when the chosen one needs it. Why? Because the chosen one is favored. Why is the chosen one favored? Because of their heart, because of who they are, because of the energy that they give off and how giving and helpful they are to people and just the world and humanity in general, right? The chosen one is giving, freely giving, without expecting anything in return, where the narcissist is taking constantly. Everything to them is a transaction, right? It's to them, the way they think, the way they're wired is they just want to take as much as what they can, right? Just take, right? As much as they possibly can. So that one day, once they've taken so much, like from you, right? Then they can actually call upon a favor. That's how they view it. Whereas like the chosen one, we just do things for people, like just to help. We don't expect anything in return, you know? We don't expect nothing. Absolutely nothing in return. Whereas the narcissist, man, it's almost like if they do something for you to help you, man, you owe them. You're indebted to them, period, right? And so I know I've gone on a bit of a tangent, but the reason why I explained this sort of situation, this particular story, is because, you know, the narcissist is cursed. They are cursed. They are given over to a reprobated mind, and they don't even realize it, right? And, you know, they can even come across someone such as like God's chosen person, right? They can come across someone like that, someone with the Spirit of the Lord in them, someone with a heart of absolute gold, with the most purest intentions, right? And they can come across someone so special as that and not even realize it, because they're just so given over to a reprobated mind, right? The only time they'll truly ever realize and understand that is when the chosen one goes no contact and separates himself from the narcissist. You know, that's what it takes. That's really what it takes for the narcissist to really understand, you know, the blessing that was having that chosen one in their life, you know. It's absolutely wild. The chosen one, absolutely blessed. The narcissist, cursed, right? Chalk and cheese difference between them two. And yeah, man, I think back, and I think, you know, if you're watching this video and you resonate with anything I'm saying here, you know, the narcissist now is in a place of deep just suffering, but not even regret. See, because if the narcissist was in regret, they would actually like self-reflect and look at what they did wrong, or look at how they hurt you, or look at what they did, and, you know, take some accountability. But the narcissists, they never take accountability. They never ever take accountability for their actions and what they do. You know, everything is, it's because of you. It's because of something you said or something you did that made them act in a certain way, right? The narcissist never takes accountability and any responsibility for anything they do or say. You know, they'll just, they project, they blame shift, you know, then they'll play victim. Yeah, it's just a never-ending loop, you know. Whereas God's chosen people, man, they're happy to take accountability. You know, they're happy to admit their wrongs, you know, when they've done wrong, you know, quite happily. Like, we're not, you know, God's chosen ones, man. They don't try and put on no fake show. They don't try and put on no fake facade. They are who they are. And, you know, they don't give a crap, quite frankly, you know, necessarily about what other people think of them. They're just seeking God's validation. You know, they're not seeking validation from man or woman. And I mean, yeah, that's ultimately the truth, man. The narcissists, they're, like I said, given over to a reprobated mind. So anyways, this video is kind of all over the place, but yeah, just wanted to throw in a little bit of some nuggets and yeah, some wisdom. So hope it was helpful. God bless.